Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman, other members. My name is Abubakar Aminu Malum Fashi. I'm the Acting Secretary, Police Service Commission.
What?
Acting Secretary to the Commission. I'm the Director overseeing the Office of the Permanent Secretary.
Do you have a substantive permanent
I'm
secretary?
the Director overseeing the Office of the Permanent Secretary.
I heard you, Uncle.
Yes, sir.
Don't you have a substantive permanent secretary?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet appointed.
She has retired.
When somebody retires, government appoints someone else.
They post from the head of service.
Huh?
When the person is retired, they post a new one from the head of service.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that he has not been posted there. So I'm the director overseeing the office of
Since
that.
when?
Since February. Last month.
Well, let others introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Akanimon Tekbere, the Director of Finance and Accounts of the Commission. Thank you.
Service Commission, you are here with regards to Auditor General's query. And it is the standard in the committee that the accounting officer of the agency appears to give account. You are not the accounting officer. Is that correct?
For now, I'm the officer overseeing the office. So
I understand you are overseeing. Do you have all the capacities of a permanent secretary?
yes, sir, in action capacity.
I'm asking because we don't want to waste time. And then I don't know. And you are familiar with all the issues in the query?
Yes, sir. I've gone through them, and I'm with the Director of Admin and Finance, and the legal officer is here too, and our procurement officer is here too.
We wish there is a substantive permanent secretary to engage with.
Sir?
We wish there is a substantive permanent secretary to engage with.
Okay.
Does the commission have a chairman yet?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the chairman?
Dr. Solomon Arasi, retired IGP.
Oh, okay, he's still the chairman.
Yes, sir.
And you report directly to him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let others introduce themselves.
Okay. Dada, introduce yourself. Huh? Introduce yourself.
Chairman, Honorable Chairman of the committee and members of the committee, my name is Babatunde Dada. I'm the Director of Legal Services.
Honorable member and the members of the committee, good afternoon, sir. My name is Mrs. Omene Mwamaka, Deputy Director Account.
Honorable Chairman, sir, and members of the committee, my name is Innocent Allo. I'm the desk officer, audit query.
And the chairman of your commission is an executive chairman?
Yes, sir. He's executive.
All right. We'll step down this hearing. But I will ask that you please see me in chambers immediately after. Just wait a bit to see me so that I can give you the necessary briefing for your executive chairman. And then when you have a substantive permanent secretary, we can take on these issues. Like I said, we don't want to be going back and forth. And I'm just being guided by the rules of the House. We respect your office and we appreciate the fact that you came. You said you were, somebody called me that you were in one town or one state before.
The one who called you, sir.
Ah, okay. That you guys were on an assignment, interview program or so.
Yes, sir.
All right. So please just wait and have a brief meeting with me, and then we'll give you the message, and then you wait, and then we'll wait until you have a substantive permanent secretary to answer to the audit query. Is that fine? Thank you, sir.
I'm Dr. Izuchukwu Francis Okafor, the Acting Director of the National Center for Energy Research and Development, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Here with me is
Bona Kenneth Onyebuchi, the Assistant Chief Accountant.
You are also acting.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Where is the substantive?
Not yet, sir.
When was the last person retired or moved or removed?
That was 2021.
You have been on active since 2021?
Yes, sir.
Speak to it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, what happened?
Well, presently I'm the most senior in the center, and when the tenure of the previous administration ended, he handed over to me, pending on the appointment.
In 2021?
In 2021.
So which ministry oversees you?
Okay. The center is under the Energy Commission of Nigeria.
Under the?
Energy Commission of Nigeria.
Energy Commission,
supervised
okay.
by Energy Commission of Nigeria. Well, I think a part of the issues there, at some point, most of the staff of the center left to the university. And I remained in most
They went for greener pastures.
The university attracted them and they left to the university.
So you have been in since 2021?
Yes, sir.
So are you ready to proceed with the 2020 auditor's query?
Yes, sir.
All right. Put them on oath, please.
I, Izuchukwu Okafor, solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence I shall give before the committee and all the documents that I will present before the committee shall be truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Number 1, extra budgetary expenditure, 566,646,520 naira 20 kobo. Paragraph 2906 subsection 1 of the Financial Regulations, FR 2009 states, all procurement plans must be supported by prior budgetary appropriation as proof of availability of funds. In other words, payments that are not provided for in the annual estimate shall not be accepted. Furthermore, paragraph 417 of the Financial Regulation 2009 states, expenditures are strictly be classified in accordance with the estimates, and vote must be applied only to the purpose for which the money is provided. Expenditure incorrectly charged to a vote shall be disallowed. Also, paragraph 419 of the FR 2009 states, officers controlling votes and officers acting under their instruction shall range so as far as it is practicable to spread expenditure evenly over the year. Officers controlling votes are solely liable for unauthorized expenditure in excess of the sum allocated. The office observe 1. The center incur extra budgetary expenditure from its capital expenditure account amounting to 434,364,494 naira 20 kobo. In 2019 financial year, the center incur extra budgetary expenditure from its capital expenditure account amounting to 132,282,036 naira. In 2020 financial year, 3. The total extra budgetary expenditure amounted to 566,646,520 naira 20 kobo. Incurred by the center for the 2019 and 2020 financial year. And 4. No evidence was provided to show authorization of the National Assembly for the extra budgetary expenditure. And there was no response from the management. And the office recommended that they should justify to this committee the extra budgetary expenditure without authorization. 2, that they should recover the sum of 566,646,520 naira 20 kobo and remit same to the treasury. 3, they should forward evidence of the remittance to this August committee. And number 4, otherwise action related to irregular payment and failure to manage public funds effectively prescribed in paragraph 3106 and 3115 of the financial regulation respectively to apply.
On this way, that no response to the management, by the management on the query. We were surprised that this issue coming up, the center did not receive this query it's referring to. Otherwise, we could have been handled before, we couldn't have gotten to this level. From the available information to us in the center, there was no extra budgetary expenditure at all in the center. The center spends money based on whatever that is appropriated to it by the National Assembly. And there was no need for going for extra budgetary or spending money outside what is appropriated.
So provide us with the copy of that appropriation. It's on what page? The appropriation that
the
you spent from?
appropriation is here, attached there, of 20. We have the Annex 1. That's what is appropriated to the center in 2019.
Annex 1.
The Annex 2 is also what's appropriated to the center in 2020.
So where is your capital?
That's the capital.
The capital is
it's total allocation. That's
what's your total budget for that year?
the total of that year is around, that's total allocation is 346.
Is how much?
That's all.
Is how much?
The total allocation. No, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Your total budget for 2019 is what?
That's 346 million 806,975 naira. That is the allocation to the center.
300 and
If I'm putting, okay. No, that one is the center's Lagos. It's not our, is it? Okay, one is National Center for Energy Efficiency.
I want you to be very clear.
The thing is that, sorry, what we have here is not summed up, and it's not up to that. That's from the records here. It's not summed up to that amount of money being quoted.
It's not summed up to what amount?
That this 566
Just
million.
answer questions, sir. How much is your total capital allocation for the year?
I summed up to 302 million 434 naira.
Okay, roughly 303 million.
Yes, that's it. If we sum up what we have,
Came with the figure.
the figure is about 302 million 434,519 naira. 19. If we add up all the work.
So how much was the total release that you got in that year? Was it 100%?
Well, I can't quote about that, whether it's 100% release. Then I wasn't in office anyway.
It's not an excuse. You are coming to defend this query here, so you should have. That's the director of finance, is he?
Yes, part of finance.
Is the head of finance?
No, he's not the head of finance.
How much was your total release for the year in question?
I don't have the figure, sir.
The auditor alleged that you spent 566 million that year, that financial. No, that's okay. That's a combination of 2019 and 2020. But for 2019, they allege that you spent 434 million 364,494 naira 20 kobo. So, auditor, spent on what, please?
What will happen is that maybe I will get the files that shows the breakdown of each of the subheads that amounted to this. But the block amount was what resulted to 556 for 2019 and 2020. So that of 2019 was 434 million, while that of
434 above the budget or in totality?
It's in totality.
In totality, okay. Yes, so which means if they actually got 302,
yes,
they have spent about 100 plus. Yes. Above that, that's yes, your own claim.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but they have not been able to even give us the amount received from the accountant general from the federal government for that year.
Sorry, sir. The point is that all our expenditures are tied to all the projects.
Tied to
all the projects that are appropriated to the center. So there's no spending or no cost for even having another project again that talking about approval. Center was not involved in that.
I don't know what you are talking about. I don't understand you.
Nobody will understand.
But the Auditor General is not also prepared. Auditor General, if you are prepared, you will have been able to give us the details of the information on the heads in which they committed the extra budgetary expenditure.
Sir, I think I will be able to provide that one, sir.
Okay, so we can suspend that issue and then move to issue 2. So we'll come back to that issue when the auditor provides us with necessary details.
Payment for doubtful services, 8,643,566 naira. Paragraph 603, subsection 1 of the Financial Regulation FR 2009 states all vouchers are contain full particulars of each service, such as dates, numbers, quantities, distances, and rates, as to enable them to be checked without reference to any other document, will invariably be supported by relevant documents such as local purchase orders, invoice, special letters of authority, time sheets, etc. Furthermore, paragraph 708 of the FRs 2009 states, on no account should payment be made for services not yet performed or for goods not yet supplied. Audit observed that the center engaged 2 consultants in December 2019 to provide training and skill acquisition services in Abia State for 8,643,566 naira, and 2 relevant documents such as attendance register showing the list of participants, group photograph taken during the training, and certificate of job completion were neither attached to the paid vouchers nor presented for audit as required by extant regulations. There was no response, and the office recommended that they should justify to this committee the payment of 8,643,566 naira for consultancy services without relevant supporting document, and they should equally recover and remit the same sum to the Treasury. 3, that they should forward evidence of remittance to this committee. And 4, that sanction relating to payment for jobs not executed and irregular payment prescribed in paragraph 3104, subsection 3 and 3106 of Financial Regulation 2009, respectively, to apply.
Okay, thank you, sir. We also checked through our records, especially our appropriation. This particular training is talking about, we did not find that training in our appropriation. The only training we found in that 2019 is the one that conducted in Imo State, and there was no training conducted in Abia State. And the money spent there, money appropriated there is far above this particular the amount quoted here. We did not see the consultant appointed to execute that project from our records.
the documents?
The Senate Appropriation Act of the Senate Appropriation Act Annex 1.
No, it's not about the appropriation. Not just about the appropriation now. It's also about the supporting documents. It talks about the supporting documents to justify the expenditure.
The thing is this: the training is talking about in Abia State was not found in our own records.
Auditor, over to you again.
The compilation, the way this thing works, some of the centers that are under energy commissions, most of activities are conducted by the parent agency. But the question is, by the time we are writing, because we believe they are self-accounting, that they should be able to account.
Yes.
And under normal circumstances, we expect that by the time we look at some of the paid agencies, we should be able to stratify which and who is responsible for what.
So who did you audit?
Is the center.
Did you audit the center in Nsukka?
Yes, they went to the center. You know the way it is being done. Those agencies under the Energy Commission, like this center, what we normally, the letter is routing through the parent agency.
Yes, Honorable.
Auditor, I think Mr. Chairman has asked you the questions. You see, these centers, they are self-accounting center. They have nothing to do with the head office. The only thing the head office do with them just to the administrative control. So everything that has to do with them, if we audit them, everything has to go to them. So it's like the fault is more or less from you now.
That's why I said that by the next sitting. Yes, I will get the record straight, sir. By the next sitting.
It means we cannot proceed with this because the Auditor General is not prepared. You are not prepared to defend your audit query to this agency. We will not be discharging them, but we will not also be taking any decision on those issues which have been brought by you until you provide us with all the details. So we expect further details from you, and then we'll fix a fresh hearing for a fresh date for this hearing. The man from Nsukka.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry for wasting your time and your money to fly down from Nsukka. Apologies on behalf of the Auditor General. All right, so we'll communicate to you when they provide us with further details. We'll communicate a new date for hearing to you. Thank you.